This video is brought to you by Advanced Digital Media Services. Top features to look for in dedicated server hosting this 2020. What dedicated web hosting is, a brief background. Have you decided to make your own website? That's great. In this digital age, every business needs one because purchases have started to shift online. E-commerce is becoming such a big industry, and you don't want to miss out. Before you can get your website up and running, you are going to need a few things. One of these is a web hosting service, which provides you the necessary technology for your website to be viewable on the internet. A web hosting service also stores all the files for your website. There are different types of web hosting, one of which is dedicated server hosting. In dedicated server hosting, a dedicated server and dedicated resources are provided for a single client's website. This is in contrast to shared server hosting, wherein your website shares the same server with other websites. While dedicated hosting may be more expensive, it is also the better option. Since the server is exclusive to you and your website, you have full access to it, and you control everything. What you have to do next is pick a web hosting company for the job. It is important to factor in what features they offer before you make your decision. Here are just a few to look for in dedicated hosting. Security. With the internet crawling with hackers who prey on websites with limited security, this is one feature you should carefully consider. If your website gets hacked, this could mean that your business will go offline and cease its online operations. Not only that, but your data and your customers' data will also be at risk. When this happens, you risk losing consumer confidence and even facing consumer legal action. This is why it is important to scrutinize the security features offered by the dedicated web hosting company to protect your files and data. Dedicated technical support. Technical support is very important because every second that your website is down, you lose potential sales. For example, if your website goes down on Monday, you don't want to wait forever for it to get fixed. Look for a dedicated server provider with first-class 24/7 technical support that is easily and always accessible. You may also ask your provider for guidebooks or tutorials on how to troubleshoot minor issues, saving you the time in calling them, especially if the issue is one you can easily fix on your end. Customization. Customization is good because it gives you a lot of choices. Choose a web host that offers a good amount of disk space and storage and is compatible with platforms like Linux and Windows. With customization, you can secure all your business hosting needs without a hassle. Choose a provider who gives you various services to choose from so that your website can be tailored to your goals too. Storage. You'll probably want a dedicated server with a significant amount of storage space for your files. As your website grows, so does the need for space. Adding more products and customizing your website with added features and designs means more files to store. Having limited storage will also limit what you can do. Hosting speed. Speed is important when you are talking about the internet. A matter of seconds may spell the difference between a consumer opening your website or not. If your website takes too long to load, a user might just exit it instead of waiting for it to open. The faster the page loads, the better the experience, encouraging consumers to visit your website again. Through the years, your website will probably accumulate traffic. Having a good hosting speed will allow your website to handle heavy traffic. Otherwise, you risk losing potential customers because your website could not handle people viewing it at the same time. Hardware. Any web host server should have a good foundation, meaning that your hardware must be reliable. Make sure that your hardware has the capacity and the capability to support your site requirements. If your hardware can't do this, your website will crash, leading to the loss of potential customers. These are just some of the features you need to consider when opting for dedicated server hosting. Remember that it is equally important that you choose the best web hosting company for the job. Only then will you be sure that your website will be fully functioning. At Advanced Digital Media Services, we strive to provide you the best array of web hosting services to suit your website's needs. Call us now at 877-237-6969. Or email us via info@advdms.com. Or simply visit us at www.advdms.com.